All right, we're back. So we left off with June 28th, 1914. The Archduke Franz Ferdinand, pictured there. Obviously, the guy with the mustache. And that is a pretty cool mustache, by the way. It might be mustache time. Got to think about that. Okay. I got to find my iPad pen first, though. Anyway, so he goes for a trip down to Sarajevo. He was sort of like, when he first got there, he went in this kind of little parade with the cars and waving the people on the streets and stuff like that. Now, there was a Serbian nationalist group. So he's not in Serbia, but he's right next to it. And again, the Serbian people and the people of Bosnia have based the Slavic ethnicity. And so this nationalist group wants to assassinate him and then take back the lands that they had lost. A lot of people think this nationalist group, which is called the Black Hand, was financed by Russia. Probably was. So what they did, they knew where Archduke was going to be, the route he was going to take, and they had the different assassins in the group would pick a spot, and it was basically like, if you have a shot, take it. If you don't have a shot, don't do anything and let the next guy go on. Let the next person take the shot. So, first assassination attempt. Someone throws a grenade at the Archduke's car. And the driver, I think, paying attention, he opened the door and it actually deflected the grenade. So it didn't get into the thing and the Archduke was safe. Unfortunately, it rolled back and blew up underneath the car behind the Archduke. Because remember, this was a long parade of cars. And I think all those people died. So then it's utter chaos, and the members of the Black Hand are like, "Oh, great! The first attempt failed, and now this, we have to abandon the whole plan." So everyone basically runs away. Excuse me, I just need a little drink of water there. Okay. Now, do I have? Okay, nope. Oh, stop. Funny story, because it's tragic, but it's kind of funny. So a lot of times, like, if you ever watch movies and there's like a spy or an assassin, and they have what's called a cyanide pill, and they'll take it in case they get captured, because it'll kill them, and that way they can't be like tortured for information. So these guys had cyanide with them. Problem is, it was expired. Didn't work. So here's the story of the guy that threw the grenade. He runs, people see who it was, they chase after him. He jumps into a river. However, there had been a drought and the water levels were really low. And so the part he landed on wasn't actually water. It was like the exposed. Anyway, he broke his ankle. So he's got this broken ankle. He gets sent to prison. Before they catch him, though, he takes the cyanide pill. However, since it was expired, it just made him throw up a lot, and he had a really bad night while being beaten up by the local cops, I'm sure, because he just tried to assassinate that's like trying to assassinate the vice president, basically. So that's what happens with him. Then we have this other guy, Gavrilo Princip. He's up on the top left, and the famous ham sandwich story. It's not a sand Y, but again, Keynote kind of changes the pictures. So he was one of the assassins in the Black Hand group, and he's like, "Oh man, didn't get him. I'm gonna go have a ham sandwich." So he goes to this deli. The Archduke is planning, he's like, "All right, I am out of here. Driver, step up." Well, first he went to go to the local whatever station and complained, "How could you let this happen?" And then he gets back in his car and he's like, "Let's get out of here." Driver gets lost and ends up going down a one-way street. He tries to reverse it, and the engine stalls. And yeah, cars are really new, or pretty new, fairly new in 1914. And if your engine could stall for just about any reason. So once this happens, the driver has to get out and go tinker with the engine and all this stuff. This is when they used to wind them up start them with this wind up thing in the front. Anyway, I'm getting off out of whatever. Guess where the car stops in front of? The deli where the assassin was eating. So Gavrilo Princip steps, and again, I wish I could move that. He steps out of the deli. He sees the assassin, the Archduke, just sitting right there in the car. He takes his gun out and shoots him in the throat. And the guy dies within minutes. And that is the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which causes World War I to happen. It's the powder keg. It's the spark that lights the powder keg that sets Europe and then the whole world on fire. Again, it was a world war. It was fought in Africa, in Asia. You had the United States eventually join in. So all of these different countries are going to be affected because of this spark that ignited the powder keg. Here's a picture of the assassination. Interestingly enough, the Archduke was a very superstitious man. He believed that his shirt, the shirt that he was wearing, if he wore the right charms, these medals and necklaces, that he was bulletproof. He found out the hard way that he wasn't. Oh, and yeah, he shot the Archduke's wife also, the Duchess. So here's the Washington Times from the next day in 1914. So it talks about the bomb that was really the grenade, and then that doesn't work, and then the assassin later shoots him with the pistol. Modern memorial. From this place on 28th June 1914, Gavrilo Princip assassinated the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Franz Ferdinand, and his wife, Sophia. So if you ever go to Sarajevo, you can find this. They have this. They know the exact spot where the assassin stood that killed the Archduke. Okay, we will get into the payback time in the next video.